So the G7 starts today, I think, in Calgary. Well, not Calgary, Kananaskis, but there's gonna be like a home base in Calgary, and they've been like practicing for weeks, seeing a bunch of motorcades coming around with cops all over the place, and like hearing jets above you or helicopters going up above the neighborhood and all that. And to be honest, I don't think it's gonna be such a big deal. There might be some protesters because I think like there's like a designated area where you can protest in Calgary. But like, look at where we are. We're in Canada. Like, no major events, fingers crossed, happen in Canada. It's relatively a safe and peaceful country. We're in Alberta, the oil capital of Canada, Calgary, where every single oil and gas company in Canada has a headquarters. It's like the Texas of Canada, where we are right now. And it's just like, I don't see some massive protests in downtown Calgary because people are just going to have a regular work week and they're just going to be watching the cars go by and just be like, okay, yeah, another dignitary, another president, or whatever. I know this sounds like really flippant and stuff, but like, I'm from Calgary. That's how people are. They're just going to go about their everyday life. They're going to see that Donald Trump's planes here and stuff, and they're going to see that there's lots of army guys or and like cops around, but they're just going to go on with regular life and be like, "Oh yeah, it's just another dignitary, just another guy." And as for the people who are in Kananaskis and Bev, yeah, that would suck, especially like with the fires that are happening right now across Canada. And I think it's just cleared up in this area because it was so smoky for days. And like yesterday, it just like rained and started to clear up in that area. So, people are going to be like, okay, it's the weekend now and we have to deal with road closures and we can't get away to places like Banff and Canmore because this is happening, and it's just inconvenience really. But I think a couple days is not like a big deal. I'm sorry, but more people want to say this is such a big deal. Who cares if like the prime minister of like the UK is here talking to Mark Carney right now? He could call him on the phone tomorrow. He could visit tomorrow, Like, I understand the importance of this meeting, but I think people are putting too much on it. I really don't think anything's going to happen here. They've had the G7 here before, right? And it's in a remote area of Kananaskis country. I was like, what are you going to do? Break through all the army, all the police, all the barriers, and then when you do, it's like if you're not from here, how are you gonna get to Kananaskis country? How are you gonna know to get there or to wherever they're staying? You know what I mean? Like, so to me, it's really unlikely that any weird stuff's gonna happen. Some screaming and shouting in the streets in Calgary, probably, but most of the people just stare at them and be like, "Why are you screaming?" Okay.